Good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
Good.
President Tenodio and board members and Superintendent Ramos. I have three kind of disjointed items for you tonight. One is the Superintendent Ken Moore, the Alamogordo School Superintendent, who's on suspension right now. He's under investigation for remarks he made at a July conference last year. And I think some LCPS personnel attended also. So they're talking about sneaking in things. It doesn't engender trust. Now, the next item, implicit bias, deceit. How many of you all have heard of the implicit bias deceit? How implicit bias, the white man bad, it all went away in 2017 for meta-analysis. So if you have implicit bias in any of your trainings right now, it's not right. It was disproven, and again in 2019, implicit bias. And the scary thing is it came into policy AC, the anti-discrimination policy of LCPS in 2019. Implicit bias came into that policy. The Martin Luther King policy. Implicit bias is an anti-white tool. So anyway, the last item kind of relates to policy KD and KDB, public information, public's right to know. I think LCPS should post anti-racist training, ethnic studies curriculum, and then we wouldn't have to do so many Freedom of Information Acts. We have a tug of war going on right now with ethnic studies again. It's been going on for a couple of years now. And Equity Council documentation. We're not seeing any. It's promised by policy for the last 3 years. So, thank you.
Thank you. Jim New?